Hold on, I'm gonna just adjust this camera a little bit. It's not 100% straight. There we go. That's a good shot. Got Punk, Mello, and Cena. But what is up, guys? It is Jed Wrestling here, back again with another live stream. And today, I know this is a kind of random time to go live. I hope people get the notification for this. But we have 3 new WWE action figures that I wanted to throw into a review here because I've been wanting to go live again for a while. I haven't done it, haven't gone live in quite a while. But today we have the Royal Rumble 2026 Heritage Elite CM Punk based off of 2010, and the Royal Rumble 2026 Heritage Elite John Cena based off of 2025. Those look sick. Landon ex WWE, I agree. And in the middle, we have the Elite 121 Carmelo Hayes. I did make a post a while back saying, "Oh, I'm still waiting on the Melo Hayes pre-order," but it turns out that because this is something I just learned about Ringside the other day. If you pre-order something, because I ordered the Melo and then I also ordered the Punk or the Punk and the Cena like within the same order, it turns out that you have to wait for the pre-released figures to arrive before you wait for your pre-orders. So if that makes any sense whatsoever, how I just said it. And then I see people getting the Melo. I'm like, why do I not have my Melo yet? But it turns out they don't ship your orders in like multiple packages. They wait till you get in just one box, which is kind of understandable, also kind of isn't. But we're going to wait for a couple more people to hop on before we get into the new figs. And I know there hasn't been a lot of content recently, but I'm not doing crazy well per se, not really physically too well, not really mentally too well. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like anytime that I feel like I have a video idea for like tomorrow or something, I just always get like, man, I don't feel like doing nothing today. So I guess that's the reason why I haven't been pumping out as much content. But you know, it's gonna get better. I used to just blame it on me being busy, but I don't know. My heart's not really in a whole lot these days. Although I did catch Crown Jewel and I did catch the AJ Styles versus John Cena match. That match was absolutely awesome. I do have the custom AJ Styles here, which is like this is a WCW figure, so it's sort of like the most TNA looking AJ Styles they've ever done, just with the Elite 104 head sculpt and then the Ultimate Edition jacket, which looks very cool. But yeah, have you guys seen the new Ultimate Edition AJ Styles based off of Royal Rumble 2025? That looks sick, and he's still wearing that attire on Raw now, so that'd be like the ultimate, pun intended, current AJ Styles Elite or Ultimate, excuse me. And we did also see Seth freaking Rollins become the Crown Jewel champion. So that was really cool. I'm glad he beat Cody, dude, because I'm. It's not that I'm sick of Cody Rhodes. It's just that he constantly wins. Nothing really crazy happens in his matches. But I'm happy we got something fresh. Seth won with the watch. He had like he had the watch around his hand, and then he hit the super curve stomp on Cody Rhodes to pick up the win. So that was pretty cool. I did enjoy Crown Jewel. I'm not gonna get to posting a review on it, unfortunately. But Seth is the Crown Jewel champion. So is Stephanie Vaquer, dude. I don't know. I don't really see too much in Stephanie Vaquer personally. I feel like she just got over because of like how do you say simps, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know. Stephanie Vaquer, she's not really my favorite wrestler. She's okay in the ring. I'm gonna grab a drink of water and then I'm gonna want to get into these figures. For those of you watching in the future who cannot wait for me to get into these figures, those of you watching in 2028, I see you. But yeah, what should we start off with? There's no one in the chat right now to actually say who we should start off with, so I'm just going to leave it up to my own personal debate. We are going to get into CM Punk first. We're going to grab CM Punk, and we're gonna put Melo and Cena off to the side for now. And yeah, I hope people get the notification for this because right now it's just like me talking, not really talking to nobody. But interchangeable hands wise, these actually really surprised me because if you look at the fisted interchangeable hands, you can see that he has the wrist tape, or well, like all the CM Punks have the wrist tape, but you can see that he has molded on wrist tape. I'm trying to get a good focus on that. These are the ones that came with the Ultimate, and I feel like this is an idea they should have introduced way sooner, but I'm happy that we have it now. But I don't know if this is just my CM Punk, but I saw on this microphone holding hand that he has the wrist tape. He has the molded on wrist tape feature, but on the other hand, it's just fully smooth and he doesn't have the crap. It's just fully smooth and he does not have the wrist tape, which is very weird. I don't know if that's just mine. I haven't watched too many reviews on the new Royal Rumble series, but I think it might just be mine. That they wouldn't have that on every figure probably. Probably just a factory error. And these are the good X's. They are the not too straight. Like let me show you what I'm talking about. Like on a lot of the Punks, they have the straight X's. They're just like perfect. They don't look like they're drawn with marker because that's like how Punk does it in real life. He has a drawn marker. Bird Alive always talks about that a lot, and I do agree with him. But these look a lot more rugged. They look really good, very realistic. Speaking of realistic, that is what this CM Punk figure is overall. I think it looks a lot like him from 2010. Yeah, if you put them side by side, you can definitely see the resemblance. True Effects technology definitely being used on the CM Punk. And there is the Corey Graves. Because I got two figures from the Royal Rumble wave, I did get two pieces of the Corey Graves Build-A-Figure. So he has the pants, or the legs, of course, the dress pants, and then he has this head sculpt, which I also think is really accurate to Corey Graves, and the headset. I might grab another suited body and like put this head on it to make a Corey Graves figure. Because not gonna lie, Ultimate Warrior and LA Knight, those figures aren't really ones that I need. Although it would be cool to have a Corey Graves figure. And I also forgot to mention the microphone. You do get the microphone with this figure, which I'm really happy about. Because if you saw my short review on the Defining Moments CM Punk, you saw that he just had a regular plain Jane microphone. He didn't have the scratch microphone. But boom, dude, here we go. We got the scratch microphone on the pipe bomb CM Punk. Feels darn good, not gonna lie. Because I'm like, man, I don't have a scratch microphone. This really sucks. But boom, here it is. CM Punk with the scratch microphone. And this, I believe, I believe it is my fourth CM Punk that I'm getting into my collection, and the third one I've gotten in the last year, which is honestly pretty crazy. But this one is really cool. Like I was saying about the head sculpt, it looks a lot like CM Punk from 2010. SES Punk. You can also definitely put this on your From the Vault CM Punk, so you can have the SES camo attire with this head sculpt, which is very cool. But he's sort of like mid talking into the microphone. It looks like you can see his lip ring. You can see his long black hair, his beard. This is how CM Punk used to look back in his youngin days, of course. His really early youngin days, long hair CM Punk. I was thinking maybe like have this as another alternate CM Punk attire to use for the Jet wrestling matches or something, but I did notice that he doesn't have. But I knew this already. I kind of just didn't think about it, but he doesn't have the chest tattoos across the front, which I guess I could work around without like breaking my figure and then fixing it or something. Fixing it up, I could just put like a shirt on him or something, and then have him like wrestle in a shirt or something with the current head sculpt. That's what I was thinking to maximize the amount of CM Punk attires that I could use for my matches, very similar to like Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins or someone like that, where I have a lot of different attires to choose from. That is now also CM Punk. I could go with the yellow attire, the Chicago attire, the red attire. But yes, this red attire is really cool. You can see the 4 stars on the front, and they do look a little smaller on the back. Is that just me? I think that the stars on the front look like pretty sizably accurate, if you know what I mean. But the ones on the back just look smaller. I don't know really what's going on there. It's probably just my imagination. But the classic deco for the CM Punk trunks, and on the microphone holding hand, you can see the wrist tape as well. But moving down to these legs, these are pretty stiff, not going to lie. I was kind of hoping that they would abolish this by now, but this leg moves forward. This leg does not. Very unfortunate, pretty upsetting, but this Randy Orton was, I don't know why I had him over here, but this Randy Orton, it was like the most recent figure that I'd gotten that had that, and then boom, the leg kicks back. Pretty unfortunate. Not even the CM Punk ringside exclusive has this. I look at that. You can have him fully sit down. You can cross the legs, but not with this Punk, dude. I know he wasn't doing that at the time, but you can't kick his leg up. Pretty unfortunate. But I do like the small knee pads. I think these work best for Punk because you need to more accurately with this leg bend his knee and get the knee up for the GTS. Minor factory error on these new boots. If you can see that, the boots have like a white chip on the front of them. Although they do have a pretty clean deco going on with the red, white, black, and then of course the bottoms are just black. But yeah, really cool looking CM Punk. I like this one a lot. I'm gonna take the microphone out of the hand of the pipe bomb, and I do hope some more people get on here soon because it's getting kind of loadsome. But you can see Punk. Well, now you can see Punk with the microphone and with his fist in the air, and he's kind of having a hard time standing here. But yes, the best in the world, CM Punk. And just for the sake of it, I'm gonna grab some CM Punk comparisons. Here's the defining moments Punk, and then there's 2 others. The best of pay-per-view CM Punk, and then the ultimate. I actually forgot that I took the head off to make some sort of fix-up. But here is the Ultimate Edition CM Punk as well. Just pretend he has a head. And this is my entire CM Punk collection. I feel like I'm kind of sorted for Punks right now. I don't really care about like the current CM Punk looks. Like I think these are what I could use for the Jed Wrestling matches over the current ones, especially that Ultimate over there. Moves really nice. It is like the definitive CM Punk, in my opinion. Even if you do have the Ultimate Series 26 or 27 or whatever it is, I think that one is really good as well if you want a current style Punk. But for me, I only really care about the flashback Punks. But I think I'm set on CM for now. So we're going to put him off to the side, and we're going to get in. Hold on, let me see if I can do it. The last real champion, the Never Seen 17. Then a little bit more stuff that I forget. Celebrating with each and every one of you on live stream one final time, John Cena. Okay, we got John Cena, the Royal Rumble 2025. Cena. This is when, of course, he entered 27, I believe. It was his last Royal Rumble. And he ended up getting tossed out by Jey Uso and not winning the Royal Rumble, which, as time has gone on, I've kind of come to see, like, man, they should have had someone else win the Royal Rumble besides Jey Uso because it was fun in the moment. Jey had, like, his moment at WrestleMania, and I'm like, dude, it's so awesome. But they didn't do anything with him hardly after he won the – I mean, he's kind of starting to pick it up again now. But after he won the world title, it's just kind of like, dude, did we really need to waste a Royal Rumble victory on this? Like all the people who could have won the Rumble and gone to WrestleMania, like Punk, like Drew, like Seth, even like I feel like that would have been a pretty decent path for Seth for WrestleMania. Yeah, and maybe Cena as well, but I thought it was a better story for him to lose the Royal Rumble and then have to head to Elimination Chamber to find his path to WrestleMania. But dude, Jay, like he shouldn't have won the Royal Rumble, man. I'm not a Jay hater, but I'm not exactly Rikishi either. He's kind of just right in the middle for me where he is now. Jey Uso is, but I don't know. I feel like he shouldn't really have won the Royal Rumble. But here's John Cena's hat. We're going to get into the accessories for Cena first. You can see the blue and the white because this is, of course, based off of Indianapolis. Yes, that's where the Royal Rumble was this year. And he wore the Indianapolis-inspired attire. Got the white, the blue. It says, "You can't see me" on the front. Never give up. Rise above hate. And this is not the Ultimate Edition style of hat. It is the vintage one. So he does have like a very small brim, which kind of does look weird. But I'm gonna see if I can take off this shirt of Cena right now. Now I should probably change out the hands because like the "you can't see me" hands might like poke a hole in the shirt or something because it's not as sturdy of a material as the other cloth shirts that they do because they have to do that to make it like stretchy and you can like slide it over and everything. But what I do with my shirts, I kind of just ease them up like this to make sure I don't rip the sides of them. And then I just take it off inside out, and then I turn it back to normal like this. Make sure the sleeves poke through, and a lot of people do it like you take off a shirt in real life, where you just like manually like slide the arms out through and then pull it without turning it inside out. But I don't know, that just makes me nervous when I do that. But here's the Indianapolis Cena. Of course, this is based off of an older John Cena, so he is going to have the older John Cena head sculpt. No bald spot, but he's got the smile on the face because this is pre-heel John Cena. So he's smiling. He's celebrating with the fans of Indianapolis one last time, even though they did go back for WrestlePalooza. But he does have the jacked torso. I'm not sure if that's too accurate to John Cena these days, but he's got the white armband saying "the last time is now." I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's what it says. He's got the blue armband on the right arm, and then on the left, he has the white armband, or wristbands, I should say. And the infamous jorts. You can see the red, white, and blue belt going through the top of the jorts. And on the back, he doesn't have like a towel porthole or anything because he doesn't come with the rally towel. I think they should feature more rally towels with the Cena figures. I don't know if they can like include that in their budget for the figure, but I think they could like leave out the "you can't see me" hands because like we all have quite a few "you can't see me" hands. Let's be honest. We've all gotten a couple Cenas. We all have the "you can't see me" hands. So maybe they could leave those out once or twice and then give us the rally towel instead. Because dude, it would have been really cool to have like "the last time is now" rally towel, but like the "after this you can't see me." Yeah, but like he does have the jorts, the knee pads, the never give up socks, which I'm not really a fan of the socks that he's been wearing on his retirement tour. I think they just look really tacky, but the shoes do look fire. I like the gray shoes with the white soles on the bottom. Really, really awesome, clean looking shoes, and I do like this attire as well. Not all of Cena's retirement tour attires have been ones that I like, but I think this one was pretty solid. Right now, I'm going to show you then how I put on the elastic shirts. I do it similarly to how you would put on a shirt in real life, sort of. I just turned it inside out by accident, but I slip it over the arms like this, and then gradually pull it down. Then you're going to want to make sure that the arms go through the holes, or through the sleeves, I should say. And then the head pokes through the top of the collar. And there you go. You got your shirt on John Cena. And dude, I'm going to talk about it again. That Cena and AJ match was awesome, dude. That could very well be Cena's best match he's had on his retirement tour. It's either that or him versus Cody at SummerSlam. But I don't know. I think I might have to give the nod to him versus AJ because dude, the tributes were so awesome. We saw like Jericho tributes, Rusev tributes. They had Miz, you had Randy, you had Big Show, even Bray Wyatt. Like that was a really awesome tribute, dude. When Cena hit the Sister Abigail, I thought he was gonna go for like a rock bottom or something because he was holding AJ. He was holding AJ like this, but then he put him down for the Sister Abigail, which was absolutely awesome. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. And AJ Styles did hit some TNA moves from the vintage TNA roster from back in the day. He had a Coquina Clutch. He had a Scorpion Death Drop. He had Christopher Daniels. I believe it's called. I forget what they said the move was called, but he hit the Christopher Daniels move. But yeah, that Cena and AJ match was absolutely awesome. Definitely the best match of John Cena's retirement tour, I'd say. And dude, looking back, like hit Cena versus Randy, Cena versus Punk. Like I just wish John Cena's heel run never would have happened, dude. Because like you have these legendary final matches with Cena and Randy and Cena and Punk, and people are gonna look back on that in like 20 years or something, and they're gonna be like, dude, R-Truth interfered. I love R-Truth, but they're gonna be like, man, R-Truth interfered in that, and Cena versus Randy, what's going on? They're gonna be like Cena versus Punk, Seth interfered, and Cena versus Punk, and we saw all those people like Sammy and Penta like that. That was just a really dumb match. I did say it was good at the time, but nah, dude, that wasn't good. I'm changing my tune on quite a lot of WWE in 2025 on this live stream. But we got Cena. The last time is now from the Royal Rumble. Technically the first stop on his retirement tour, even though he did appear on the Raw on Netflix. But yes, John Cena, only 4 appearances left. How insane is that to say? We are only going to see John Cena as an active wrestler on WWE TV 4 more times. That is crazy, dude. How I think they should book his last few dates. I think I don't know, dude. It's kind of hard to judge, but I would do him versus Dom impromptu on Raw or something on one of the Raw dates, and then it's the main event, and he beats Dominic for the Intercontinental Championship, and then maybe on the next Raw he defends it against someone like Sheamus, and then maybe wins that. Then it's Survivor Series. I don't know. It's kind of a hard tour to book. Only Triple H can do it. Hopefully he doesn't mess it up like he has for quite a lot of the John Cena retirement tour. Just saying. Unforgiven Crew is in the chat. What's up, bro? What is up, my man? We are going to now get into the Elite 121. Is it Elite 121? I've kind of lost track of the new series, but it is Carmelo Hayes. Melo, don't miss, man. I'm happy to have a Carmelo Hayes. How are you? I am doing. Okay. A lot of. I did detail a little earlier in this video. I feel like a lot of stuff. Like I don't know, my heart's not really into it right now. I feel like I'm kind of not doing my best physically or mentally, which is why I haven't really been able to pump out many videos. But I wanted to connect with you guys, have a little live stream going on. So hopefully some more people hop on. But we got Carmelo Hayes. A lot of people have some mixed opinions on this figure, believe it or not. I thought his Elite 105 was the one that deserved the criticism because I didn't like the head sculpt. And I even thought the gear wasn't really that cool, like the purple and then like the full red. I didn't really like the gears that much. I just didn't think they looked very good. But this gear definitely looks good. But people just have mixed opinions on the head sculpt. But we're going to take the accessories off. And I am going to feature the necklace as an accessory just for the sake of it. Carmelo Hayes. Got to grab a drink of water, of course. Got to stay hydrated. With my Ozark Trail cup. It is a thermos, so it keeps your water cool 100% of the time. Well, not like 100% of the time. It will get warm after a while. It's just like a lot slower to warmth, if you know what I'm saying. Keeps your water cool. But yes, Elite 121, Carmelo Hayes. Oh, I did forget to get some comparisons with the Cena. I'm going to grab a couple of comparisons. First up, we're going to get the AJ in the ring. And I want to grab two of John Cena Elites that I have in my collection. One with all the new technologies and everything. This is the Elite 95 Cena. I'm going to get AJ out of here. Elite 95 Cena. And then on the other side of them, I want to put a John Cena without the new technologies. And the only one I have that's like that is, believe it or not, the Elite 50 John Cena. I'm pretty sure, based off of his like 2017 run on SmackDown Live. Pretty nostalgic look, even though I don't think he ever wore this shirt with the black jorts. I think I remember MDT saying that. But yes, this Elite 50 John Cena, not really wanting to stand too well, but we're going to fix that. We're going to make him stand. The Never Seen 17, the last Rio champion, John Cena. Boom. Hopefully that ends up being the thumbnail for this video. The auto-generated thumbnail that YouTube puts. But John Cena back there. Now we're going to jump to Carmelo Hayes. So first up, I want to get the Velcro on this shirt first. Here it is. Got the Mellow Don't Miss shirt. Pretty awesome looking letters on the front with the yellow and the white. It's kind of like his entrance video where it's like the circles. It's pretty trippy, not going to lie. But it says Mellow Don't Miss, and then it says Carmelo Hayes. And I'm very glad that it's Velcro because this is a shirt I'm probably going to be taking off quite a bit. You can see the HIM, the him necklace. It's fully silver, and if the head wasn't interchangeable, you would not be able to take this off. And I don't even know like why you would want to take it off, because like he usually wrestles with his necklace anyway. And when you look at it, he does kind of look naked without it. So I'm gonna put the him necklace back on him, and his head back on him, of course. And boom, there's Carmelo Hayes. There is him. And then you have the glasses. No, I don't remember ever getting any glasses from Mattel. They might have done on the Elite 105 Carmelo Hayes, but I don't remember ever getting any glasses from Mattel with little silver dots on the side for some added detail. That's like a really unnecessarily small detail, but it's really cool how they did it. I don't even know if you can see it on camera, but in person, it definitely looks really realistic. You can see the silver dots on the side. And of course, Carmelo Hayes does look very dapper with his sunglasses. Mellow Don't Miss. I wonder how many times I've said that in the stream so far. But yes, here is Carmelo Hayes. How do you guys feel about this head sculpt? I'm talking to nobody right now because nobody's in the chat. But how do you guys feel about this head sculpt? Personally, I mean, it's better than the Elite 105. I'll say that for sure. The head sculpt was the main thing that prevented me from wanting to buy the Elite 105. But even though I wanted to at certain stages because I like Carmelo Hayes and I wanted him in my action figure matches. But I think this looks more like him than the Elite 105. I think it's more so the facial expression, because like I don't know, like this doesn't look like a very natural looking face. I don't know, but I think the hair looks exactly like Carmelo Hayes. You can see all the different unique details up here, like all the dreads, and then the bun in the back. And he of course has his fade on the back of his head and on the sides as well. But yeah, I do think this looks like Carmelo Hayes. I mean, better than the past Elite. He's got a pretty solid looking torso going on. It's pretty stiff, but I think it does look like Carmelo Hayes' torso. Pretty basic looking arms with the tattoos. More so on this arm. He does have like some tattoos here and there on here. Like you can see one there, one on his shoulder, one on his tricep, and then dancing up his shoulder. Pretty cool. And then the black wrist tape, microphone holding it. He didn't actually come with any interchangeable hands, which I find kind of weird, but I guess that's not too much of a bother. These tights are wicked, dude. Got that's like a really dark looking navy blue with some red and some white as well. Carmelo Hayes with the red belt going through. It does say H1M on the back, which is of course him, but he's got a 1 in the place of the eye. Three red stripes, just all these wicked designs. It says Mellow Don't Miss in like a graffiti font on the side of his right leg, and then you can see a $sign, a crown on his knee pads, and then these boots. Yes, they do have the updated style of ankle pivot on the ankles. It says Mellow on the front with some scratch designs. I guess you consider these scratches as well. I'm just realizing that they're not lines. But yeah, this Carmelo Hayes is very proportionately accurate as well. Definitely looks accurate next to Cena. And yeah, I like this Carmelo Hayes a lot, dude. I can't wait to use this figure in my stop motions. Maybe on Jeb Wrestling episode 9, you never know, because I haven't gotten a chance to work on Jeb Wrestling episode 9 much, because you know my sleep schedule's abysmal these days. But he could be featured in like the Battle Royal or something. But yes, here is Carmelo Hayes with the glasses and the shirt, and I'm gonna have him like holding on to his glasses. Hold on a second. Here is Carmelo Hayes. That's absolutely awesome. I do enjoy this Carmelo Hayes quite a bit. Quite a lot actually. And it does look good next to his former mentor, The Miz, because now these two are going to be entering into sort of a feud on SmackDown. So you got Miz and Carmelo Hayes. Mellow Don't Miz. I'm definitely happy that tag team is over. But Carmelo Hayes, he is the future. He is him. And I do hope that he at least moves up to the U.S. title picture after his feud with The Miz is over. And I guess now we'll unpack Crown Jewel a little bit more. So Crown Jewel Perth, of course, I already talked about Cena and Seth, and Cena and AJ and Seth and Cody. But to a lesser extent, I also talked about Stephanie and Tiffany. But now we're going to get into the other two matches on the show. So first and foremost, this Bronson Reed torso is kind of messing up right now. I don't really know what's going on with it. It's not really like staying in place. But it was Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns in an Australian street fight, and this match was nothing crazy. I mean, Roman Reigns did do some pretty unique stuff. He had a cricket bat and he hit Bronson Reed with it, which I thought was really funny. And he also picked up a microphone mid-match and said something like, "Perth, if you want tables, acknowledge me," which I thought was really cool. Obviously, the response was unanimous, but Bronson Reed still put the table under the ring after that. But yes, and as time went on, we did end up seeing Braun Breaker. So Braun Breaker was trying to, cost Roman Reigns this match, help Bronson Reed win. But then the Usos came down to the ring. They tried to take care of Braun Breaker, but it would not work. Braun Breaker would spear Jimmy Uso right through the barricade. And then Jey Uso was trying to spear Bronson Reed, and then he ended up spearing Roman Reigns straight through the table, did Jey Uso, and Bronson Reed was able to capitalize on that. He hit a tsunami on Roman Reigns from the top rope and managed to pick up the victory. And Bronson Reed pinned Roman Reigns live on PLE. Dude, that is insane to me, bro. Like Roman Reigns, they said he hasn't been pinned in a standard singles match since WrestleMania 40. Obviously, there's been some people who have pinned him here and there, like Solo. He pinned him last year in Saudi. And then Seth, he pinned him this year at WrestleMania 41. But Bronson Reed, this is pretty big for him, not going to lie. I thought they were more so focused on making Braun Breaker a big star, but it looks like they're strapping the rocket to Bronson Reed as well. I definitely think he has the tools to be a good monster heel to go up against WWE's baby faces. But yes, Roman Reigns lost to Bronson Reed. Pretty crazy to think about, especially when you think about like where Bronson Reed was last year. And then the last match I wanted to unpack today, it was Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, and I have them in this post-match pose. You can see Rio as they're called. And then you can get Asuka in here. But it was Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors. Not gonna lie, my focus wasn't really on this match throughout, but I did see a lot of double team moves from the Kabuki Warriors on Io Sky, and Io would eventually tag in Rhea Ripley. She obviously got a really good ovation from her home country people. She's not from Perth; she's from Adelaide, but she was in her home country of Australia for like a week and a half. I'm pretty sure that's pretty wild. She was doing press and everything, but we saw Asuka get kicked off the apron, and then Kairi Sane would it would fall on Kairi Sane to have to pick up the victory for the Kabuki Warriors, but she failed to do that. Rhea Ripley would hit a riptide on her and let Io Sky get the pin after an over the moonsault, and got the victory for Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. But yeah, Crown Jewel was pretty good. I mean, there was some slow stuff throughout, but I definitely pleasantly enjoyed it, especially the Cena and AJ match, as well as the Cody versus Seth match. I feel like the Cody and Seth rivalry was really good. I like how they built up the fact that Seth has like never defeated Cody. He feels like he needs to defeat Cody by any possible means. And yeah, he ended up doing that. He hit Cody with the watch that was gifted to him after WrestleMania 40, and it picked up the victory with a super stomp. So now Seth Rollins is the Crown Jewel champion. He definitely deserves it. As for the women's Crown Jewel champion, I definitely would have had Tiffany Stratton pick up the victory over Stephanie Vaquer. It's just I don't know. I don't really see too much in Stephanie Vaquer. I don't know what it is. But yes, I guess that's gonna do it for today's live stream. Kind of a quiet one, not gonna lie. I wish a couple more people would have hopped on. But that has been it for today, where we reviewed the Royal Rumble 2026, Elite, CM Punk and John Cena, and the Elite 121, Carmelo Hayes. I hope you guys enjoyed. I just wanted to try to interact with you a little bit and just connect with the live stream. I'm probably not going to be doing much on YouTube in the coming weeks, but I have a couple video ideas. Maybe I could build on those a little bit. Maybe once I get the new camera, because like they're ideas that I would want to have with like my new camera, and I don't currently have the money to buy it. So maybe in the coming months I can get that camera, and I can start making consistent videos again. But yes, I don't know how the camera sounds right now, since I'm streaming and I can't hear like how the camera's picking up the sound. But this has been Jed Wrestling. This has been Jed Wrestling, talking about Crown Jewel and reviewing 3 new WWE action figures. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know what. Actually, no, that's the outro I say in all the other videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today. Those of you who saw it, and I'll see you guys next time. Jed Wrestling out.